Hi everyone, it's Mark here. Unfortunately, I don't have a cricket bat review for you today, but I do have 3 bats in the garage waiting to film, and they'll make up the content for the next 3 weeks. And I'm going to show you what they are, and I'm going to let the company that sent them to me explain it, and I'm going to do like a reaction type video. But firstly, so you can sort of get a gist on what has actually happened. We've had a few things this week, including something personal I don't want to go into, but it all culminated in the most perfect thing yesterday, which I'll sort of play to you now. That's me yesterday, and you can just have a listen to that.
Unfortunately, I've had another garage flood, and I'm way behind on creating videos, but I have got 3 bats here that I was supposed to film, but the weather hasn't been good, and this is just another example of it. It goes from raining to warm to windy to fucking monsoon in the space of a week, and now I'm left with a clean-up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like. And right as I'm talking to you, it's pissing down on the roof again. I've had the next door neighbour complain to me that his garage flooded because it rained, and it was my fault when my garage flooded at the same time. We had like a centimetre of rain drop in 9 minutes or something ridiculous. It was just like somebody was pouring buckets on the house. So one of those things that happens. But what I actually want to show you, I'll just set up here. Okay, so Michael Blatherwick from B3 actually contacted me and said that he'd send me 3 bats. And you would have seen this if you follow them on social media. I also sort of said to the people that they had arrived. But this is he put some videos together, and I did an edit. And then I was going to play it. He did some more videos for me this morning. What a champion. So I've put this together as a little video that I'm going to play to you like a person reacts to it. So enjoy.
Picked out. First thing, I've picked them from the stock in the showroom. We've always got a couple of 100 bats in stock, some more going in there. The reason I wanted to do that is I didn't want to send you anything particularly special. I wanted to pick something that was standard, so, we set expectations properly. So I've picked out a Signum. A Signum is a shape that we developed last year, very full. You'll see all that, but this is a grade 2, which we call the Elite now. The Signum is a mid-middle. Okay, the next bat we've picked is a Pulse. This is probably a mid to low middle, slightly lower, got a little bit of concaving. So we can get it a bit lighter for players who want something 2-9 up. That again is a grade 2, middle of the range. And the third bat that we've picked out is the Maverick. That's a grade 1. We call it the Elite Plus now. Big bat, a little bit of concaving again. They've all been knocked in. We give it about an hour with a mallet manually. Concentrate on the edges and the toe area. The edges have been boned as well. They've got the matte, clear, anti-scuff fitted. We would always recommend that somebody knocks this in for a further hour or 2, uses soft balls in the nets before they go out and start hitting a new ball in anger.
I'll just pause that. So just what I want to sort of say about that is they've sent 2 grade 2s and 1 grade 1. The Maverick is a slightly short blade, and the other 2 are standard short handle. They're all in that 2.8 to 2.9. So I'll let Michael go on with it.
Yeah, see what you think of those. There's a couple more videos to accompany this because I just want to make a couple of points. We like to think that we've perfected after 10 years. It is the pressing. This is the old press. Bought this originally from Crown Cricket in Leeds. About 100 years old, obviously been automated. It was getting hard work, so we invested in a new press last year. So we've got this. It's got the pressure gauge. It's a lot easier to work with. It enables us to give it that little bit of Indian bow when a customer wants that. So the next thing I want to explain is the willow that we use. We only use the finest English willow. We get ours from JS Wrights, who are, I think, the biggest and most renowned in the industry. And we only buy the top 3 grades. So you can't buy what you want. You have to have a proportion of what comes out the tree. So grade 1s, the black ends, grade 2s and grade 3s. The other thing that we do is we double select it in a way because we don't use all that we get. So we take out the best, the natural low density. There's a difference between natural low density and something that's kiln dried to a low weight. So rice naturally dry, then they finish in the kiln down to about between 10 and 12%. That leaves enough moisture content in the willow to give it some resilience and longevity. If you go down sort of below that, you're making the bats very dry and very brittle, which means you can get bigger, lighter bats, but they ain't going to last as long, which is okay if you're a pro and you've got a bag full of sticks from your sponsor. But if you're an amateur player, you want some longevity out of your bat. And also you'll find as you knock it in and that bat opens up, it performs better as well as lasts longer. So
there's some really good points there that I want to sort of focus on. One thing is about the moisture content. I sort of try to explain it to people when they come over. Like, just imagine you're walking in the forest and you've got two branches. You step on one, it's just fallen off the tree and it's naturally elastic. It's got moisture in it and it's very hard to break. It takes a bit of effort, and you step on another one that's completely dry and it just crumbles under your foot. And that's, what you're sort of getting into when you look at these ultra dry bats that, you wonder why the toes break, especially when you're chasing those player sort of profiles like the Dokes that I did just recently. How I said to you that profile is very much aimed at a pro who can hit the middle consistently. I wouldn't want to be an amateur taking that out and then, losing a $1,200-$1,500 bat because I haven't got the ability to use a bat as good as that. It's better to get a profile that's got more in it that's going to make it resilient. They only use grade 1, 2, and 3. They have changed their naming structure. So I think there used to be stripes, 3 stripe being grade 1 and 1 stripe being grade 3. So that's a different thing that they've done. And the guy on screen, Michael, he's now the full managing director. He owns the whole business. Whereas when they started 10 years ago, there were 3 of them. So we continue on. So he's double selecting.
I mean, over here, picked out, which is the higher density, not as pretty stuff, and we sell that to other manufacturers in Asia. So when you buy an English Willow cricket bat from B3 Cricket, you are getting the best money you can buy. In the sticker room, so we've got the stickers, we've got all the different coloured grips. As you know, people who buy a B3 can personalise the bat to suit them with their stickers and the grip. We tend to keep the softs pretty plain and neutral because we think they look classy, but you can then do something a little bit more personal to you with the bat and the stickers and the grip. Here's a bunch ready to go out, so they're going to be gripped and stickered and a final polish on Monday morning. Some there for a pro, ready to go out. After sales service is a big part of being a bat maker, and it's one of the things we've really focused on. So in Australia, we have got a service centre in Adelaide, Geelong and Brisbane. We're looking for somebody in New Zealand, so if anybody does bat repairs and wants to get involved with us, love to hear from you. Come into the meeting room here. I've got Henry, head of marketing. Henry, say hello to people in Australia. Henry's designing our new stickers, so he's got all the different colours out, and he did a good job last time, to be fair. So the new stickers have gone down really well. Yeah, they're looking great. If anybody's got a particular colour that they fancy, as long as a few more people would like it, we can make it as well. So that's the stickers. Cool.
Okay, so it'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are on that. I did actually edit that video, so I got a whole bunch of videos together and put it all in. And when he put introduced his, I guess that was his grandson, Henry, I couldn't help myself but change the title and do all that type of stuff. It's always good to see kids involved in things, hanging out at the office like I did as a kid when my dad was working. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now, I don't have the bats here. They are in the garage. They didn't get damaged or anything like that. The weather looks like it's finding up this week, and I have done a bit of a change to the actual setup of the studio that I really did want to show you, where I've actually updated the one of the editing monitors here in the office and put that out there, and also bought a display device that lets me display from the laptop two screens. So I've got a OBS screen that I can look at while I'm filming. It will sort of just to my top left, and I've got the actual bigger screen. So if I actually want to work out there, I can in summer, but also I can see things going on better. Before I just had a 1080p, and I didn't want to spend all my time sort of looking to the right, looking to the right, looking to the right when I've got enough to do with the control device. Right now I'm on the computer, so that doesn't really matter. I'll bring up my photo album from when they came in. I'll just show you some photos. Okay, so I've got my photo album here, and I have been, one of the things about the delays. Hey, here in Australia, I haven't been able to get to the games because of, our daughter's sick, so I can't really hang around people, especially with COVID going again. But yeah, I have been watching the T20 finals, and they've just been awesome. That game where Kohli made that 70 odd against Pakistan, that was just one of the most brilliant innings I've seen. And I've never been a big Kohli fan. I always thought he was too over the top, but just the emotion and the quality of his batting, his timing was absolutely amazing. I've been really impressed with Pakistan. They can be the Jekyll and Hyde of the competition, and it's going to be like a repeat of how it was in the 80s when we had the World Cup final with, I think it was England versus Pakistan there, where Imran Khan's men got the job done. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. It's actually raining in Melbourne. They've got a reserve day tomorrow, and I hope it actually, they get a match out of it, not some sort of rained out contest. It's sort of been the underlying theme of the World Cup this year has been, unfortunately, the rain, and it's just affected my house as well. So, yeah, up yours, whoever's up. No, I'm just kidding. So I got some photos here, and I'll just run through them. That's my cat, Stinky. It's actually Slinky Malinky, but yeah, that's her. And that's one of our bunnies. I killed that. No, that's the Benjamin, my daughter's other bunny. So the bats came in, and that's upside down. I'll turn the whole monitor around, but you just have to. I think there's another picture where I've switched it around, but yeah, that's the pulse there. A little bit of speck. Nice heartwood down the left-hander's inside edge. This one looks like a half heartwood signum, and it's got gold stickers, and you've got the Maverick here, all sapwood. Stunning looking piece of willow, and they've all got black handles. You'll see them when I do the videos. There you go, I turned it around. So another thing, they've all come with covers, and they're different covers to what I had. I actually bought 3 monogrammed covers from B3 9 years ago, because I was that much of a nufty that I put my own initials on them. I'll never be able to sell them now. So yeah, that's a little bit of a close-up there, a little bit better, hopefully. You will see them under the proper lighting and everything like that. And there's a little bit of a look at the sticker. Close up there. Close up. Yep. That's the back. They've changed those stickers. The gold does look good, that signum. And yeah, you'll get my thoughts on all the bats when they come through. And that's just a bit there I've made in Nottingham. You can see how thick the shoulders are on that being the Maverick. So he also sent through the pricing of the bats. Now, obviously, because of the pound being weaker, like I used to have a different bat every week. What the humour is that England's got a different. No, don't worry about it. So these are the pricing. So their bottom grade is grade 3, which is XL, 240 pounds. Elite, which is grade 2, 340. Elite Plus 440, and that LE which is 5.90. The drop in the pound, you can see that the actual change in prices happened. Less VAT, so they take off, I think, 20% or something because of VAT, and that price has actually come down now because the pound has got so weak. And that price, I don't even think that is the price. So you've just got to look up whatever that is at today's market rate to see what you can buy. And that, they've done all different types of things. They've got, obviously, these are the series range, and then they've got your customs, which you can get at customs, and then you can go full bespoke, like I've done a couple of times in the past. Well, at least once. So, and then they've got their freight prices here. And freight from the UK is always pretty dear. So I'm not surprised any sort of service cost is going up at the moment. That's about what I paid a couple of years ago when I bought the Imperium. So that's the information I've got for you. Hopefully you found that interesting. Get that all out of the way so that the actual stuff that's to do with the bats themselves and me doing what I do, which is look at the bat in front of me, that will commence from the next 3 weeks. Filming this week, and I'll show you the new setup out there. I've got the little thing over there about coffee. I do want to thank the people who have actually donated. I've actually already had $100 donated towards getting a green screen, which would probably help with this situation behind me here if I have to go inside and even outside. I do hope you appreciate that I just haven't had the opportunity. I'll do a quick edit on this and I'm just going to put it straight into YouTube. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for supporting me. Mark out.